heads down, keep your mouth shut, and let me get us out of this like I got us out of every other motherfucking thing else.
Way to move on.
Gangsta greasy, greasy.
As we proceed to give you what you need. 2010, motherfuckers. Bring that money in, motherfuckers. Everything comes to an end.
Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Can't just change midway through.
If Daddy catches us, there's no telling what he might do.
My wife is not well. It happens after dark.
Maxine? That woman was in my bed touching me! You don't want to leave, do you?
People's eyes are gonna pop out of their damn skulls when they see this. What? Are you alright?
No.
What's going on? What's going on? We're back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Nimes YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we are back with another movie review, and we are doing X. This movie right here, man, I did not know what to go in expecting this as far as it being a slasher. When I seen the trailer, and being that I've seen a lot of those A24 movies, primarily the ones like Hereditary or Midsommar, I was thinking this could possibly be like a art house horror movie. So I went into it thinking like maybe we're probably gonna get like a slow burn horror movie. It's going to be a little bit more into it than just straight up slasher and whatnot. And to be honest, it is a little bit more than that. But the thing about it is, it's not art house. It's a slasher. It's more reminiscent of definitely Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the group of people, especially at the beginning in the van or whatnot. But I even got elements of M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit, especially involving the old couple here. It definitely gave me vibes of M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit. Besides these two, though, as far as Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Visit, you definitely get in that grindhouse, that 70s retro horror style, but it's definitely a feeling of up to date as far as just the style, even the look of it. And I'm telling you, I really don't understand how they even got this to be rated R. I feel like this is definitely beyond an R rating, but everything they got going in here, man. The cast. One thing I always say about a horror movie, watching a horror movie as far as just, we know what we're getting as far as kills. Hopefully we know we're going to get some good kills or whatnot, but do we care about this cast? The fact that I'm watching this movie, and I didn't even know that was KIDCUDI, but besides KIDCUDI, we have Gina Ortega in here, who is pretty much starting to become the damn slasher queen, basically, because she was just recently in Screaming. I did not recognize her in the movie like that. As far as like I probably start recognizing her in the beginning of the movie, and she's basically, and like I said, this cast, I really enjoyed this cast, but plot-wise, you had this group of people who basically are trying to film an adult film, a porn or whatnot, and they go to this residence that's owned by this older couple, and of course, off the gate, like some little awkward shit is going on, weird shit or whatnot, but nothing too heavy-handed or nothing too off. Besides, these group of people are just trying to get this movie done. They trying to, especially this one director, like he trying to get these scenes done. He's trying to get this movie done, and just the way they're going about it, as far as, like I said, with this cast, I enjoyed them. This is supposed to be a cast that, I mean, this is supposed to be a group of characters we're not really supposed to like, you know what I'm saying? You got the whole cliches as far as just that horror tropes. No drinking, no drugs, no smoking, no having sex. You know, the rules as far as if you're supposed to live or die. But with this one, I mean, this whole movie is around them shooting a porno movie. And even with one particular character, and I'm not going to say the particular characters, say who I'm pointing out, because I don't want to feel like I'm giving too much away as far as the movie go, because it's definitely a better movie if you go into this watching it without really I'm gonna say without even watching reviews, honestly, because I didn't watch no reviews. I went into this just going off the trailer I did a reaction to, and I'm telling you, like, I did not expect what I was getting, but I'd seen certain things. I said, okay, I see what's coming. I see certain things coming, but particular with this older couple, man, as off as you might think they are, nah. That's the thing about it. They are very coherent, and the movie tries to play somewhat off just them, I would say almost like some all-timers of type shit, even with, you know, being too old to be able to perform and do certain things. And it's really, really focused on that primary thing, especially with them doing a porno film or whatnot. But I just didn't know they was going to go to the depths that they went to it. But it wasn't too extreme for me. It was just right. But the shit is, I'm telling you, the shit you're going to see on this camera, I mean, on this movie, is definitely beyond what your eyes are preparing you to see. But with that being said, man, it is some kills in here. I would say that first kill in particular is like, man, with the whole screen turning red and just continuing and continuing, I'm like, you're not going to stop. It definitely gave me vibes of Scream, the earlier Scream, this Scream that came out this year. Like, you know, Ghostface, he ain't stopping. Like, he's stabbing. And it's a scene in here where it a damn sure, not only, I wouldn't even say give Ghostface a run for his money. I'd say, Ghostface, you might need to come back and do something else. You might need to holler at my man right here, because X was pretty much like, hold my beer and let me show you how we do this when it comes to slashers and these kills. But yeah, it's definitely some standout kills in here, man. And it's even very good tense moments in here where you looking at something to maybe happen, pertaining to a scene involving a lake where I was like, oh, no. And I'm telling you, like, I was sitting here like, oh, they not about to do this. Not this early. But yes, as far as kills go, it's definitely some good standout kills in here. The story-wise, man, you're going to get good kills. Like I said, slasher movie. We are here for those. We're here to see who's going to get got and who's not. We're here to see how they're going to get got. But story-wise, with this older couple, it's definitely interesting to see how things go. And I'm telling you, man, I do not feel like nobody is going to expect what ends up happening and how it plays. Give or take that third act, I feel like I like the third act. I did, but I just feel like it was like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get this done. Let's go. But I still enjoy what they did with that third act. What I will say about the cast, one thing I love about this movie is I didn't know who was going to live or die. I did not know who was going to live or die, because they had a point where they almost tried to make a certain character seem like this was going to be our, you know what I'm saying, our last person. This was the person who was going to be rooting for. But then in the middle of the movie, that person ended up doing something where, like I said, when it comes to the cliche and the rules of horror movies where no sex, drugs, and this and the third, and that person ends up doing something where it's like, oh, he, or whatever, they ain't not going to be that last. I mean, they are not out of this. They're not out of the woods. They done something where if you do these certain tropes in horror movies, you're supposed to die. But I really did not see certain things coming in. Somebody who stands out in this movie is Mia Goth. Oh, I probably don't have a picture here, and I thought she was going to be in the front with these group of people, but Mia Goth definitely stands out to me in this movie, man. She is one of the actresses in the film that they're trying to shoot, man. I wish I had an image of her, but she is standout. I don't know if I've seen her in a lot of things, but like I said, more recognizable to me was like Kid Cudi and Gina Ortega, like I said, who've been in Scream. And let's talk about her. What is up with her and slasher movies in her hand? It's a reason I put this image up, because she gets her head jacked up in this movie too. And you remember in Scream, right? The opening scene, she got her hand jacked up, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the same hand, or maybe it's not. Either way, Gina Ortega, you need to holler at me. Let me know what's going on. What is it about these slasher movies, pertaining to horror movies or whatnot, where you have to have your hand jacked up? I don't know, but definitely be looking out for that scene, man, because she's in this tense, very, very tense scene and tense moment, and we like wanting her to make sure she's good, but then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, what is up with people coming after Gina Ortega in her hand? I hope I'm saying her name right, Gina Ortega or whatnot, but I definitely enjoy her in the movie. And like I said, she is definitely becoming one of those as far as premium slasher queens. She is out here, especially in these horror movies. And if I'm not mistaken, she did stuff for HBO Max. If I'm not mistaken, it came out recently called like The Fall or something. I don't know, but yeah, her in these horror movies, she's definitely doing some things, man. She's definitely doing some things, and she has some good moments in here. Once again, the cast though, it's just good moments in here where I did not know who was going to live or die. It got to a moment where, okay, where is they going with this? Who is supposed to make it? Who is supposed to survive? And then I feel like I knew who was going to make it. I was like, okay, we got our survivor, because this is a person that ends up being captured some way. And I'm like, okay, this is a person who's going to end up escaping or whatnot. But then this situation happens, and it's like, no, this person not that person. I was just like, oh, I love the way they flipped that, because I actually enjoyed that moment, because I wasn't expecting that person to go as far as they did, even though I was enjoying this character and whatnot. But this character was really, really toned down, quiet. Not only that, they was really into these, they was doing some, but still, it didn't take me out of the character and whatnot. I'm just saying, man. Overall, though, man, as a slasher, I've mentioned it when Scream 2022 came out, and I was like, I wonder if we're going to be able to get these different type of slasher movies, not just these ones coming off of nostalgia as far as these like Halloween, Michael Myers, you know, Jason, Friday the 13th and stuff like that. Speaking of Friday the 13th, it's definitely some of those nostalgia moments in here too. Like I said, I felt like moments as far as this movie when it comes to slashers. I felt of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre newborn. Basically, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is definitely heavy on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A little bit of M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit, and some of that's the movie I just got that damn name, man. Anyway, what I'm trying to say though is, as far as slashers though, Friday the 13th, that's the movie I was trying to say. It definitely has moments in here, like I said, pertaining to a lake or whatnot. It has those Friday the 13th moments here, but it's definitely a flip on the whole lake thing. I'm not going to give it away, but definitely be watching out for a scene involving a lake. That's all I'm going to say. Overall, though, I definitely enjoyed this movie as a slasher. I feel like it took me to different heights as far as my enjoyment for watching people run around and trying to get away from killers. But one thing I do want to say, too, pertaining to the situation and the people they're trying to get away from, of course, like I said, the trailer lets you know there's something going on with this old couple or whatnot. The way they are able to maneuver and make you believe that these people are capable of doing this, because you got to think about it. You like, these young people able, you know what I'm saying? This old people, come on, how can they be doing this? Or how are they gonna be able to? Watching a movie, you like, you see, you understand, and it's actually making sense the way they're able to do this, because you thrown off. You like, if you in that situation, well, nah, I ain't, yeah, because I'm not waiting for this. But I'm just saying though, this is what, 70s or whatnot, if I'm not 60s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you in this situation with these old people, whatnot, one acting like they got Alzheimer's and they just a little confused or whatnot. You're not thinking about them maybe possibly being serial killers, or maybe coming after you or doing certain things to you as far as killing your ass in certain brutal ways. But what I'm saying is, the way they portray this old couple is believable. I wouldn't took it over like, nah, they ain't gonna be able to do this, or no, y'all should be able to get away from them, y'all should be able to take them out quick or whatnot. No, it's the way they are capable of doing the things they're doing, and you can tell that they have been doing this probably for a while, and that's playing that little homage or giving them little hints or nostalgia to movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Speaking of, definitely stick around for the end credit scene. If you horror, maybe we should start this little thing as far as horror, giving us a little post-credit scene. I will say it's a post-credit scene after this that I did not know that was going to be coming, and it's definitely interesting to see. Definitely be looking out for that. I'm not going to say what it is. Definitely be looking out for that. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie. It has some standout kills. It has some standout moments as far as characters, performances. But not only that, our antagonists, or the people that we are trying to get away from as far as our characters, I enjoy both of them. I feel like they definitely, I will say this, it almost threw me off a little bit with the old guy. When, as far as, I felt like at one moment, like maybe he don't know what's going on. Maybe his wife just started going off, because it's a moment in here where she's like, I'm telling you, man, I just did not see certain shit coming. Not just with the kills, but with certain, I would say, sex scenes. And I was like, no. But it works with the film, so we go along with it. Overall, though, slashers, this is definitely in there. Not just slashers, but top tier horror movies. This is the one that you definitely need to be looking out for as far as 2022. We had Scream, we got this one now, X, and I was not expecting this to be as good as it was. But I ain't gonna even say not as good as it was, but the way it went, because like I said, going off the reaction I had to the trailer, I was thinking more maybe a art house type, especially with it being brought in from 824, who does the movies like Hereditary and Midsommar, who are more art house. With that being said, this movie is not long either. It has have some good character development. If you want to call anything slow pacing, it's just showing you these characters that we are understanding the profession they in, and just knowing them and what type of characters they is. To be honest, none of them are really bad. They have their agendas or whatnot. They're not all the way good people, but none of them are honestly bad, and you don't want to see them die. So I'm just being honest. I didn't want to see certain people die. I was like, nah, I didn't want to see certain people die. But with that being said, it's definitely some good moments in here, and definitely some good kills in here, man. I'm telling you, some standout moments, and you definitely be looking out for. Jenna Ortega, man, watch out for your hand in your future slasher horror movies that you be doing. Definitely be careful with your hand. Overall, though, I definitely enjoyed this. I'm going to tell you, if you are a horror fan, if you're a slasher horror movie fan, but if you just want to see a good horror movie, this is the one you definitely need to check out. It's going to take you off guard. You're not going to be expecting certain things, and I'm telling you that R rating is there for a reason. You're going to be sitting there saying, are you sure this rated R? You sure this wasn't supposed to be like NA or some shit? Like, come on, I'm telling you. It's definitely that feeling of a grindhouse movie. Definitely. Other than that, man, y'all let me know in the comment section. If you have had a chance to watch X, how did you feel about it? If you're a horror fan, slasher fan, did you really enjoy it? Let me know in the comment section. If you haven't, definitely, you need to go get out there and check this out before you are spoiled. Definitely go check this out. Other than that, man, y'all make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is the road to 500 subs. Shout out to everybody who's been checking me out. I do appreciate it.
I don't feel comfortable unless I know I went above and beyond with my preparation. The things that possibly could happen, if I ain't take real steps to prevent those things, I'm not comfortable. I can't walk around, you know, charismatic and happy. Nah, I gotta make sure, you know, we setting up some type of wealth, because